This video is for a quick revision for what are the evidences of plate tectonics. So while we all know tectonics, what are the boundaries, what are the different type of interactions, the boundaries associated with what type of landforms, evidence-based discussions could be an important question. This is a revision quickly for that. So here is my suggestion here. You can divide the evidences of tectonics under three broad heads. One is evidences based from the older theories of Wegener's drift, which is whatever evidences Wegener has given, all of that applies to tectonics also. That's one category of evidence. The second category of evidences are evidences which are based on the concepts of tectonics, such as evidences around the Benioff zone, evidences around the formation of trenches, evidences around the type of volcanism we have. So that is the conceptual aspects of tectonics. And third is the more modern evidences, which is based on remote sensing, tracking. More modern evidences based on geophysical evidences of modern day instrument based recording of the changes of plate movement and the plate interactions. So three broad heads. Now when you are having the evidences of the drift theory, you have got five evidences. Number one is evidence of jigsaw fit. The shapes are matching, and draw the diagram of Africa and South America to show how the projection of Brazil fits into the Gulf of Guinea. The shape match. The second evidence is rock match. Rock matches where the type of rocks in Africa and the type of rocks in South America match. The gold deposits are matching, the iron ore deposits are matching, the extension of the cratonic rocks of Katanga region matches with those of Patagonia region. So you have the structural match. The third important evidences are evidences related to the fossil. Glossopteris, Mesosaurus, Lystrosaurus, Cyanonathus. You all know these diagrams, you know the concepts, just apply them and this becomes the evidence of fossil. The fourth important evidences are the paleoclimatic evidences. Paleoclimatic evidences, which is about how the tropical areas of Africa, India have evidence of glaciation, and we also have evidences of coal fields that tell us how the northern temperate region must have been near the tropical areas. So paleoclimatic evidence is the fourth evidence. And the fifth evidence, which is based on the older model, is that the scraping action has created the fold mountains. There is interaction, the sediments pile up on the leading edge, and we have Rockies, we have Andes. Although the evidences of scraping is not the best one, but the idea that continents do move, the sediments do get scraped, even if Wegener did not talk about the scraping because of subduction. For Wegener, it was Sial moving over the Sima. But modern tells us there is a subduction going on and the scraping happens. So these five together can take up, you can take up as the evidences borrowed from the drift theory. Then you move on towards the conceptual concepts of tectonics. Under this, you have evidences of the convection currents. So now we know that there are convection currents, the mantle is moving, there are mantle plumes. Arthur Holmes had said that. And that becomes a part of tectonics because tectonics basis is on mantle dynamism. The second set of conceptual evidences are from sea floor spreading. The presence of moor, the presence of trenches, the presence of the transverse faults that cut across the moors, the presence of axial rift valley of the moor, the increasing age of the oceans away from the moor, and also, if you remember, those bands of reverse polarity rocks on either side of the Atlantic moor. So all the evidences of the sea floor spreading also becomes the evidences of the modern tectonics theory. And third set of modern one is the earthquake evidences. So the distribution of earthquakes, the intensity of earthquakes, why the earthquakes are found along the trenches, why do we have earthquakes along archipelagos, and which type of earthquakes are more stronger. The andesitic ones, those associated with the subduction boundaries, are more stronger earthquakes, confirms that tectonics is happening because of plate movement. And don't forget to write about the Benioff zone. Benioff zone, the inclined approximately around 35, 38, 40 degrees inclination. the angle along which the plates are subducting into the mantle. So Benioff zone presence is also an evidence of the tectonics theory. Now, in the modern concept, a fourth important evidence will be the evidences related to hotspot activities, where hotspots are tracing islands on the surface of the oceans. The hotspots are tracing the linear change of volcanic eruptions. If you have your notes, you'll all know about Emperor Seamount chain, Midway Islands, Hawaiian Islands. So all of that tells us the hotspot volcanic accumulations can not only tell us about plate movement, but they can accurately help us reconstruct the direction of the plate movement and also the speed of the plate movement. So if I sum up, the modern concept-based evidences are Arthur Holmes' convection cells presence, all the evidence of seafloor spreading, the earthquake evidences that we have in terms of earthquake intensity and distribution, and the fourth is the hotspot-based evidences that confirm the movement of plates as they move over certain hotspot locations with the volcanic accumulations associated with them. After this, the third category of evidences are around remote sensing evidences. The satellites are tracking. The satellites, and one of the first set of satellites that did tracking for plate movement are the Spot series of satellites of France. So they were able to track the plate movement very, very accurately. And now the geophysical, detailed tracking that we use a lot of spectrometers that tells us about continents are moving and colliding. We have almost confirmed evidences of how the peninsular plateau is moving at a rate of approximately 5 centimeters in 1 year. And we do have a movement of the plates of the Pacific Ocean, of the Atlantic Ocean. So all that part of the modern satellite-based tracking that confirms the presence of tectonics. So you can look up the added PDF summary. So this is more like a revision video, not really one which you need otherwise. Revision videos, you listen to podcasts and make sure you can recall and write something on these kind of straight questions.